Okay, what we're going to be talking about now is writing hangeul. And we'll be talking about several different ideas. First, a few principles of hangeul that you should bear in mind that will help your writing and will make it easier. And we'll be talking specifically about character size and about arrangement of vowels and consonants, how to write syllables, and we'll also deal later with stroke order, a very important aspect of hangeul. Okay, firstly, a few principles, and you should bear in mind that hangeul is often referred to as an alphabet, but one difference between the hangeul alphabet and, say, European alphabets is the vowels and consonants are not arranged in the same way. So rather than arranging letters in a row from left to right and all on the same line like you see here, hangeul is arranged into syllable blocks, so little units of sound. And then these syllable blocks are arranged from left to right and on the same line. So there are various types of syllable blocks. For example, here you see simplest ones are consonant followed by a vowel, but also you have other combinations: consonants, vowel, consonant, consonant, vowel, double consonant. Let's go back to the first example. Some principles of forming these syllable blocks. Well, syllables will all start with a consonant of some form. So you see here gyuk and jiut, g, j, and they'll be followed by a vowel here, as in ga and jo. Okay, that's a general principle. Another principle is that syllable blocks are usually formed according to the shape of the vowel. So for example, if you have, in the first example, you see ga, ah has a vertical shape as it indicates, therefore it's placed next to the consonant in a horizontal line. And this goes for all vowels with vertical shapes. So e, o, ya, for example, it will always be arranged in this way. On the other hand, if you have a vowel with a horizontal shape like o, which you see in the second syllable block, jo, then the consonant will appear above it, so in a vertical format. And this will be the same for all other vowels with horizontal shapes, so u, u, and so on. Here are other combinations of syllable blocks, and here we move on to a second important principle of writing hangeul. You'll notice that even though these syllable blocks are becoming more complex combinations with more consonants, they're roughly the same size. And this is really, really, really important thing to remember when you're writing hangeul. Try and keep it the same size. That's why we give you these square boxes to write on in a similar way when you're writing Chinese characters. That's how you learn. So you'll notice here ga to kat, mo, mon, de, dek, ni, nim. Each time you add more consonants, the syllable block doesn't become bigger. That's very important to remember. If you make them all different sizes, your handwriting will look childish and difficult to read. So all syllable blocks should be roughly the same size. Okay, a second principle of hangeul writing, this is a rule of thumb. Generally speaking, when you're writing the characters. Everything horizontal should move from left to right. And this is not just as you're writing one single character, but in the sequence of characters themselves. Everything vertical, all vertical characters move from top to bottom. Those are the general principles. Now, if you're left-handed, I know this can be confusing, so I'm not going to recommend anything for you if you are left-handed. Sorry, I don't know what left-handed Korean people do, but if you're right-handed, follow these rules as much as possible. Do they matter? Yes, I think they do matter in terms of muscle memory and getting your, getting the characters right and making them legible. It does matter. So what we're going to do now is a little bit of practice of writing some characters. So what I'd like you to do is get hold of your book, your textbook. At the back of the book, back cover, inside the back cover, you will find some lined and crossed paper. You can write your characters into these boxes. Could you try that now, please? So get hold of this boxed or square paper and write in the following characters. So follow along. 써보세요. Okay, I'll give you the order. We'll start with the word bus or 버스 and Sarah. Bus is a bus and Sarah is a name. We'll start with this part. Remember, you're going from left to right. Follow along, please. Number 1. Beep. Ball. Next character, move it to the right. Let's move on to Sarah now. Sa. This is the character he'll be writing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ra. It's all one character, all one stroke. It's all one stroke. Okay, bus. Sarah. Okay, let's move on to try these ones. And if you're more experienced at writing hangeul, just go ahead and write them as fast as you can. Try and make sure they're roughly the same size. Start with Kang. One stroke. Kol. It's one stroke. So in the reel, 3 strokes. Next one, il. Il. Next one, sec. It's all one stroke. Thick. Okay, let's try and have another go. A bit more complex characters now. Now I've left the directions out. If you remember, should be going anti-clockwise. It's all one stroke. Done. All one stroke again. Tun. Next one. Guang. All one stroke. Chut. Chut. Okay, final part. Have a go at writing your own name. Bring it to class. So just practice what you think the pronunciation is of your name in Hangul, and bring that to your tutorial and your workshop and show your teacher. Okay.